One of the most common questions asked by beginners to improvise guitar music, such as jazz and blues, is, how do I break away from the basic chords and get new ideas? The aim of this video is to show you as simply as possible just one of the ways into blues. And the way that I've chosen to demonstrate this actually takes you inside the chord structures. Nearly all music is broken down into small sections called bars, which in blues typically have 4 beats to the bar. Blues in particular have traditional structures based on 8 bars, 12 bars, 16 bars, etc. These different types of blues are therefore called 8-bar blues, and so on. This video is based on a simple 8-bar structure, and we're going to play it in the key of A. The next short section of this video is for real beginners, so skip it if you're past this stage. If not, let's remind ourselves that the 3 basic chords for a blues in A are A, D, and E. Here's a visual and musical playthrough of the basic 8-bar sequence in the key of A. I'm going to start these demo sections with a 4-beat count-in. So here we go. Well, this is okay, but you can't do much with these chords. They need freeing up, and we're going to do this by reducing them to just 3 strings each, a bass string and 2 upper strings. Here are the chords of A, D and E in their new format. Green circles indicate an open string, blue circles show fretted strings, and crosses mean don't play these strings. As you can see, the 5th or 6th string or 4th string is open, and you can pick it with the thumb. The next 8-bar sequence shows you how you can move the 2 high strings up and down the fretboard in harmony while keeping the pulse with the bass string. Once again, 4 beats gets us there. Now we'll see what this same sequence looks like on the fretboard. This is played on my Martin guitar and shows the fretting hand. Here we go. The next clip shows how you can use this technique in a typical blues sequence at a faster speed and with more flow. If you want to go even further and up and down the fretboard, we can move away from the basic chord shapes and use the next chord positions. Here are the chords of A, D and E played with the barré. Here's A again. Taking away the barré reveals some useful open bass strings and 2 or 3 high upper strings. Note the extra musical depth in the distance between lower and upper strings. Here's the same theory applied to the D. Take away the barré and you have 2 useful bass strings and 3 upper strings. Now we move to the E chord. Take away the barré and you can see that there's real separation here, with a very deep bass E string and 3 quite high upper strings. The next visual and musical sequence demonstrates the use of these shapes and variants. Once again, 4 beats in. This final sequence shows these same stripped down chords played up tempo for 3 choruses in a real live situation. So here we go. Well, that's it for now. I hope you found all this useful. Try playing around with these chords and come up with your own variations and harmonies. And most of all, have some really good picking.